Hello, Craig Howard, happy to be with you again this morning. See the tree behind me? It's a purple tree. It's called a redbud tree. Everybody around here locally knows what it is. What a lot of people don't know is that the redbud tree is not just a pretty thing to look at. In fact, not only is it something that gives the bees an early source of early pollination, but the redbud tree has a lot of different uses. A lot of people pull the buds off, peel the buds off, and make redbud jam. You can pull the buds off and just eat them. They taste sort of like something that would be in a salad. Or you can put them in a salad and fix a salad with them. You can do a lot of different things with them. You ought to Google sometime all the different uses for redbud. But it made me think when I thought about how redbud is varied in its ability to do things and varied in its uses, it made me also think about how God has given us a lot of different gifts and a lot of different opportunities to serve Him in a lot of different ways. It says in 1 Corinthians 12, verses 4 to 6, "Now there are a variety of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are a variety of service, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but the same God who empowers them all in everyone." Sometimes we get this idea that this is my lane. This is the only way I can serve God. Here's what I do. Here's what I do in my church, or here's what I do in my community, and this is my one lane. But the fact is, for most of us, God has given us many different gifts that we can use in many different ways. And He opens up many different opportunities, but sometimes we begin to think of ourselves only as one use of the redbud tree. It's nice to look at. And we don't see the other opportunities, or that we don't see the other possibilities. We can't see ourselves ever stepping out of our comfort zone. Right now, up at our church camp, Camp Galilee, we're desperately trying to find a camp director for our junior camp. And it's really hard because not a lot of people can see themselves directing a camp. Even though a lot of people have the gifts and have the abilities, not a lot of people are willing to say, okay, I'm going to use my gifts to do that. And that's true in a lot of different areas within the church, not just our church, but the church at large. People don't generally just step up and say, you know what, I've never done that before, but I think I could do that. I've never sang a song in front of the church before, but I think I could do that. I've never gone on a mission trip before, but I think I could do that. I've never taught a Sunday school class before, but I'm willing to give it a try. Taking a look at our gifts and saying, you know what, I think I have the gift, or I think I have the abilities to step outside of what is normal for me and do something beyond the norm. That's called growing. That's called allowing yourself to grow. And sadly, a lot of us reach a certain point in our maturity, a certain point in our growth, and that's as far as we go because we never let God engage all of our gifts that He's given us in every way that they can be engaged. Something to think about. I have to get to physical therapy, and I'm running a little behind. So you have a good day. Give you something to think about today, and Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.